Hello, welcome to my channel. This is just a video I'm making to express some opinions about what PA is doing with Black Desert or what they've been doing for the past maybe 2 to 3 years. It's not exactly a rant, just to say. It's more about what we should be having in the game by now, especially considering the time that's been the game that's been out, and I am really not happy about the things that I see in the game right now or the changes that PA are doing. This, what you're looking right now, it's one of my Google Docs. This is all of the things that I, in my own opinion, need to be changed in the game, or should have been from some time, and we do not have it right now. It's just a small 46 pages Google Doc about lots of things that I sometimes brainstorm, and I don't know, just keep me awake in the morning, and I believe that would benefit the game and also PA reputation. There are lots of things that we should talk about, especially about how PA has so many good ideas, but the execution is horrid, it's rancid. It's maybe the worst things that I've seen from a gaming company, to have a good idea, but the execution is so bad. The latest thing we've seen is actually the PvP server, which is so bad. It actually made me not play the PvP server. I haven't played it yet. I've been only AFK fishing, doing weekly guild bosses, tried the new dungeon, which is actually really good. I am having fun, and doing from time to time, I help new guild members in the PvE x PvP guild we have. We help them to get better at the game, get better at PvP, and many other things. First of all, if anyone wants to read the full document, I've been sharing it from some time in many Discord servers, in the BDO, Valkyrie BDO, and many other streamer servers, which I am a member of. You can just search for Mikaela, that's MYKAILA, and you will find the link. First, the greatest problem we see with PA: monetization. The game does not have a really bad monetization. I believe the pay-to-win aspect exists. It's there. We all know about the Grand Desert Online meme, and we only have to cron everything right now to get better gear. I believe that one of the first changes that PA could have done is the Pro Shop changes. They should, as it says here, focus only on pure cosmetics right now. Most of us would easily pay money if we had better cosmetics. By cosmetics, what I would change are these things: color effect customizations for Sovereign, weapons, black stars, armors and weapons, and character skill effects. I would love to have my sub-weapon shine in black or red effects, so I can have a better color combination with many other premium outfits I have in the game. That would be one of the first things that they should add. For, I don't know actually how they would do it. They could easily charge between 10 to 15 to 20 bucks, so you can fully change your color combinations for your weapons. At least 10 bucks for your weapons, another 10 bucks for your armors, and maybe these skill effects would only be POV, so you don't mess up with the competitiveness of the gameplay. I could easily pay money for that. And that's something that we've been asking for quite some time. They could easily add better premium outfits with the help of the community more often. So they could make more money with community-made outfits, have better premium outfits, have new underwear, new accessories, new pets with the help of the community, maybe have special events where the community can compete and we vote for the better outfits, maybe one for each region servers, and they could add all of them in the game. Let's say they have every 3 months maybe this contest in which they give us, I don't know, 5 to 6 premium outfits, new premium outfits designed and voted by the community, and they invite those winners to their headquarters, to their office, and help them design and put that design in the game. They also could add new accessories, new underwear, new pets, the same with the new outfits, with the help of the community, new ornaments, new horse gear, new things in the game. I would also add something that is my own opinion. It's new mounts. New mounts, I believe it should be something really good, like a lion, a panther, a tiger, a rhino. I believe there should be more mounts in the game, and they should add cosmetics for those new mounts also. I believe that's what they should be doing. One of the easiest changes that we could easily have in the game is about the pearl shop. We already know they've been releasing some pay-to-win accessories, pay-to-win pets, pay-to-win things, and lots of gacha mechanics in the game with the new boxes. But I believe PA should benefit much more if they are the things that we actually need or we actually want. The first thing that comes to my mind is the color effect customizations for sovereign weapons, black stars, weapons and armors, and character skill effects. These character skill effects are something that would actually be really cool to have, only for your own POV, not for everyone, of course, because about competitiveness, fairness, and fair play. That would be really confusing if you see, I don't know, a sorceress with all yellow, red, or white skill effects. It would be really hard to notice what skills she's using. So it will be only for your own POV. I would easily pay money for all of these things, and that's something that we've been asking for quite some time. Adding new premium outfits, better premium outfits with the help of the community, maybe a special event in which they have a contest, the winner gets their design in the game, and they can help PA developers to make that design into the game, and not them taking it and making changes because they have to release it really fast. Adding new underwear, accessories, new pets, ornaments, horse gear, outfits, new armors, maybe armors for elephants, donkeys, camels, and new shit like that. All that cosmetic stuff that we've been asking for quite some time, and the color effect customizations that we were promised maybe time ago. That's the easiest change that we could have. Of course, we know they have fired quite some developers and artists in PA, so maybe that's why the quality of some of the things that we've been having, they've been releasing in the game, it's been quite mid, maybe you should say, and very slowly. They've been doing changes that we like. I believe it would benefit them quite more than releasing just pure garbage. And besides all of these things, I believe they will still be releasing more pay-to-win accessories, backpacks, and all that shit. But it could be a start, I believe. The next part of this document is about PvE content. I am completely mad about the changes they made after they released the Karasad accessories. I believe they really fucked up their own game. with the release of the Carousel accessories, not because of the accessories itself, but the way we have to get them. More or less, the thing about there is no diversity until you get the Carousels. You can, of course, go with your very own crystal if you want to go DR, AP, evasion, etc. for PvP. But the game is kind of stale and not that fun to grind or do other shit. I believe that the grinding in circles for 2 to 3 hours is something that it's getting kind of old. I know it's the main way to grind in the game, but I believe they should be adding more grind zones in which you don't have to grind and kill 20,000 mobs. You should be able to get more what they were called in Terra, the BAMs, the biggest monsters, in which they had between 6 to 7 mechanics. They were not bullet sponges, you could solo them, and it will be really, really fun to do, and you get all of the drops from maybe 1,000 to 2,000 mobs in just a couple of bams of biggest monsters, more inspired of that. Mini boss style fights, better total drops, modified rates. I believe it should be more about that than just go to mindlessly grind in circles, or worst, Dekia, or even worse, Dekia 2. I believe that should be some of the changes that they should make to the PvE aspect of the game. The other thing is they should, which is kind of, I don't know if it's the correct way to go, is they should add more ways to use green and blue gear to transform it into yellow gear and shed and yellow shed and use it to make it useful. But these changes would have made sense before they released the Carousel accessories. The same with accessories overall. I would have made some sort of accessory overhaul. I would have increased the AP and DP caps to have a better path after you graduate from season servers, in which you get from your tubalas. From your tubalas, you should go to your capotias. From your capotias, you should have gone to every single yellow accessory you want, especially AP, DP, etc. Then get to your Devorecas, and your Tet and your Pen Devorecas should transform into Karasats, into base Karasats and Tet Karasats. And after that, you have to enhance your Karasats. Of course, one of the worst things that they've made, because they are greedy and they need money, is to introduce the enhancing levels up to X, up to Deck, which is so stupid. When you had to enhance everything from base to pen, each level gave you, I don't know, maybe between 3 to 5 or 6 AP, which was meaningful to you. Once you went from try to TED, you were happy, you finally got to TED. If it was a necklace, you got 5 more AP, which was amazing. The same with your weapons. Now you get plus 1 AP, plus 2 AP. For all that time you had to spend grinding to buy the crowns. All the time you have to build your fail stack also. And enhancing isn't that meaningful at all anymore. So I believe they should have kept the base to pen enhancements and never introduced the base to deck. But well, they were greedy and they were losing money, and they decided that if they introduce the deck enhancement level, they would force the whales or the players to buy more outfits and spend more money on crownstones, which sucks for the rest. We should be having an overhaul for PvE spot in the game. Many grind zones in Black Desert are completely worthless. It shouldn't be really tough to buff some of them. Like, I don't know, I put some examples here about what should be the loot price, the changes. One of the main examples should be Basilisk Den. When it was first introduced, I thought it was a really good zone in Valencia, but right now it's completely worthless, and you shouldn't be grinding there. It wouldn't be really bad if they introduce some sort of mechanic, fun mechanic, buff the trash loot you could make there, or even change some drops and drop rates in these grind zones. There are many grind zones that should have these changes. Some of them should have less mobs than we have right now, but you should buff them in HP or damage or DR. Maybe have, as I said, Basilisk Den could easily be 270 to 80 AP, like mini or less difficult Dekia without the use of Dekia Fuel and the Dekia Lantern, to introduce new players to the Dekia spots and Dekia mechanics without using the Lantern yet. But that's just small changes that I should be happy if they made to some grind zones in the game. This is another one of the things I would add to the game. PA might be quite close to add purple armor sets. I don't know if they are actually aiming for that, but I really think they will do. But I thought they would keep the Fallen God set, and maybe they could add different variations to the set. You know, we have the evasion and the DR gloves and boots. I believe we should have the green, blue and red set, meaning the blue set which mainly stat would be HP and DP. So you would have the blue gloves, the blue shoes, and you add the blue armor and the blue helmet. The red one is the one that we have right now, which is chest, your armor piece, and your helmet. You could add gloves and boots, and would be the main AP builds. And the green one would be the evasion set. That means you would have another way to customize and build your own character the way you want. Each set would have a special bonus, additional stats based on the set. It's quite simple. If you have 4 blue pieces, you would get extra HP, more defenses. I don't think you should have resistances. I believe resistances should be eliminated from PvP, but they could have resistances for PvE too. But the way they work, it's easy. With the red one, you have less HP and more AP. With the blue one, you have less AP, more DP and HP. And with the green one, you have more evasion, and you keep the same AP DP we have now. So from best to worst, in main stats, they would be like this: red, green, and blue. For AP, for DP, you would have the blue one, then the green one, then the red one. For evasion, the green above blue and red. And for HP, blue, green, then red. For accuracy, you would have blue, red, and green. I would also add special add-on gems, like we have for the sovereign weapons, but for these new armor sets. Just like with the sovereigns, instead of, 5 gems for each weapon, I would have 2 per piece, totaling 8 bonuses, and these bonuses cannot be repeated on the same piece, and these are not destroyed on death. That's something that I would love them to add to the game, so you could combine maybe your red chest piece with your blue helmet and go with AP boots and evasion gloves, for example, and you would have just some different bonuses for having all those pieces combined. There is an explanation about how they should work and what they should give you and everything. Just here on the document. I'm going to leave this here so you can read it and see what I meant with these changes. Moving on, there was something that I really wanted to talk about, and it's about artifacts. I know we have the kabuas for PvE and the new kabuas they added last year for PvP. I don't think they are bad. I believe they are quite okay, especially the PvE kabuas, which are really, really cheap. They are like 4 billion each, which is less than half what they used to be, like maybe 6 or 7 months ago. And the PvP new ones, which are okay. I believe PA should do something about the lower or lesser artifacts. We should be able to have new artifacts. This would be new artifacts that have 4 effects, and you get to choose the other 2 or 3 other bonuses you want. Maybe you have as a permanent bonus extra damage against human, or defense, the damage reduction against humans, but you need to choose the other 2 or 3 effects you want in those new artifacts. Now, depending on what you want to be these new effects, you need to use lower level artifacts with their corresponding stats to get it. This means you have to craft it. You need maybe 10 or 5 lesser artifacts with extra monster AP, or DR, or HP, or stamina, or more human damage, or maybe you want to have some resistances, more evasion, accuracy. So you need these lower level artifacts that drop in many other grind zones, and you have to craft them using simple alchemy and other things and other drops, and you can just have them combined and obtain an item that gives you that special bonus in these new kabuas. So it will be like your own very customizable kabua artifact or kabua relic. I would add the option to sell on the marketplace. These lower level artifacts now can be registered. Also, I would create a new stone for your character, maybe a Vel version, which is instead of AP, one which is full DP and one which is full life skill, maybe, or evasion or accuracy, just to have your Vel's heart, but it's not only AP and DP when it's buffed, but one that it's only full AP, on another one that it's full DP, and another one for life skill, maybe. Another one of the changes that they should make to the game is with world and field bosses. I believe not many people are doing them right now. They are not worth. Of course, you can get the boss weapon drop if you make them, a little bit of money and a couple of items, but I don't think that they are that much worth. I believe they should completely reward them. I think first of all, they should add much better rewards. I have a list of the rewards that they should add. Right now, you might see them. I think that they should do something similar to what they did with Nuber, and add a premium outfit for each world boss as PvE content reward and only content reward, like Nuber, in which you grind the boss, you get special materials, you enhance special drops, and you get the outfit. At the same time, you can get the special drops and use those special drops to get the premium outfit, or you can get a a boss pet, a new pet based on that boss, just a mini version of that boss as a pet, also as a content reward. There should be special titles for killing the boss when you take no damage, when you have no healing, if you dodge every single attack, and depending on how many times you killed that boss. New special titles. They should buff all of the world bosses rewards, but also increase its difficulty. Add new mechanics to them. Don't just make them bullet sponges. Don't go in the direction that some other games, Destiny, decided to go with their bosses. We should have a top 20, a top 50, top 10, a top 5 rewards that they should give at least really good things as minimum just for participating and doing damage to the boss, like you can see on your screen right now. Some of those should be just baked in the game and added. And of course you should have like maybe the top 10 have extra rewards, top 20 should have this, and based on your contribution to the damage done to the boss, have extra rewards, as you can see here, about what they should add and other things. I believe that should be quite above to the world bosses, since you can do many of them constantly in a day, and having something to work for and to look up to, and have new content reward, not on the perk shop, should be something that we should see. One of the things I believe they should add is these new premium outfits, mini world boss pets, special titles. You could even also craft, if they want to design new mount armors based on world and field bosses, like the Kasarka armor for your horse, for your T9 or T10 horse, for example. Things like that. That would add content to the game, PvE content to the game, which would be far more worth than what we have right now, and it would give the players something to do. Of course, this doesn't mean that you need to kill each single Kasarka for the next 5 months and have good RNG to enhance the armors like you need with the Nova outfit. They should change that too, but not make it completely easily available to any player. It should still be hard to get, but rewarding. Here are some changes I would make to the Black Shine bosses rewards. From level 1 to 3, this is what you would get right now. There are some things I added that should make more sense for the game right now. This is probably one of the biggest changes, besides Essence of Dawns and Crownstones being added, and a little more on the Kafras, Blackstones or Memory Fragments, and the small chance to get one of these according to a probability set. I believe Crownstones should be something that should be given in the game for playing the game, at least a small amount, since we need lots of them to enhance all of our gear, and we should be able to get enough Crownstones or silver from doing weekly bosses, some life skilling, PvE, PvP and life skill events. Not exactly the same amount as if we spent maybe 1 or 2 hours grinding, in which case we would take the silver, the pure silver, the raw silver, and buy crownstones or outfits. But I believe they should give a little, just some amount of crownstones, maybe, I don't know, each week if you do your weeklies. And this is the rewards you would get for the level 1 to 3. From 4 to 6, These are the rewards. 7 to 9. These are the rewards. Keep in mind that you would only get these ones once a week for each boss. Here are the rest of the 7 to 9, and tier level 10, you will get this and this. And that's all the changes I would make for the single player Black Shrine bosses, rewards especially. I believe that they are really hard, especially the level 10, but at the same time, as they add new mechanics and new things from 8 to 10, the rewards should be updated accordingly to what end game players need, and they could change also the things that entry players, low level players, and mid game players are looking for. So that's why I chose those things as the drops. Going hand in hand with the boss blitz changes, I would get party boss blitz events. It's quite simple. Every 2 months, 2 party bosses from the boss blitz will be selected, and we'll have a new third difficulty with harder and new mechanics. You will have a rank system based on the time it took you and your party to defeat the boss. There would be a new special rank tab for this PvE content in the game, which will feature each player's name in the party, the guild they are in, but they will not show the class that they played. That would be a secret to know what exactly they were playing. And you will have special rewards for the top 10. You can see here the top 1, so the winners of this event, which lasts for 2 months. This means that you have 2 months to get the top 10 time in each boss, not between both of them, in each one. So these are the rewards for the winners. These are for the runner-ups, the third, and the rest of them, the top 10. I believe it's something to do, something new, something to keep players trying the party boss blitz, which are already kind of fun, I believe. But imagine if we have a third difficulty in which the boss is stronger, since we already have a higher AP and DP cap in the game. I believe PA should add a third difficulty with new things for these special events only, and make a really good event with really good rewards. I believe in each event PA does, the rewards are completely useless in most of them. They still believe we are in 2017, 2018, when they pick the rewards for their events. So I believe they should up their game with rewards and events like this. Talking about special events, I really think they should have special events with special rankings in rotation completely. Between 2 months or maybe a month and a half, they should have special PvP, PvE, and life skill events on rotation with special ranks, special rankings, special rewards, like I mentioned in the party boss blitz section for PvE. Rotate them every 2 to 3 months and keep the players happy with special events and special rewards, like maybe, I don't know, the AOS we had just a couple of months ago. War of the Roses, Node War, Siege have special rankings, special tiers, special rewards. As for life skill, I would have special competitions for fishing, horse races, sailing, boat races, PvP, and more. One of the things I would like them to do is to update The world bosses that I mentioned in the last one of the changes I mentioned before is to have like some sort of boss blitz bosses, but made from world and field bosses, between 5 to 10 man party instances, like the Land of the Morning Light Blitz bosses. You can already use the existing world and field bosses for these special events. Imagine fighting against a new enhanced version of Kasarka in a party of 5 or 8 or 10 to get special rewards, and a Kasarka with special mechanics, harder mechanics. That would be fun. Up next, it's life skill. I know life skill has become, of course, black AFK fishing online in the recent updates, and I believe that end game life skillers should have special benefits over everyone else when it comes to life skillers. They should focus on content rewards for long-time life skillers. After you hit certain level, you could have some special bonuses, special titles, and special things that only if you are, I don't know, above a guru, you can do. That's why I decided to get the mastery cap up to 4K. At least they should do that. Give better rewards for reaching it. I divided each life skill and just brainstorm some changes that maybe it would help these life skillers feel a little more special and to work something useful, to look up to something. So, starting with cooking. I believe they should add purple recipes, only able to be made if you are Guru 30 plus. These are a special meal plus a new cooking proc item. This is the things that you need to make this new purple meal with higher stat buffs. These new purple meals should be one for each type of meal: Valenos, Valax, Ale, Serendia, Valencia, etc. A higher mastery should mean higher chance to proc this new item, and of course you would get a cooking time reduction and special bonus procs. For example, if you get this special proc, you recover a percentage of the material you used for cooking, or you recover some other recipes that you used to make that meal. If you reach Guru 50 plus, you get a percentage for a double proc in everything you do. This means if you get this special proc, and instead of crafting, for example, 200, 300 beers, you get a double proc, and it's 1,000 beers for one proc only. It's just as an example. After Guru 1, you can proc this new cooking proc item that you need for these purple meals, and after Guru 30, you can craft this new meal. This means if you are Guru 29 or below, you cannot craft this new meal, this new purple recipe. At the same time, they should buff Imperial Cooking Delivery, more money from it. And they should add, for these new purple recipes, new special cooking utensils that you can use after you are Guru 10. These new utensils are have better stats. Anyone can use it if you are Guru 10. And to this, if PA wants us to still spend money, they will add purple manos or prion clothes and utensils. The ones we have right now, they will be a purple tier. This means prion, cooking clothes, and the same for each life skill. They will in the future add these ones: a prion, fishing, training clothes, etc. For alchemy, I would do the same thing. The special purple recipe would be a special elixir or harmony flask, and it would be the same changes for cooking, but apply them to alchemy. And instead of a special purple meal, it would be a special purple elixir or harmony flask, and that's it. For training, when I talked about the monetization changes I would make for PA, I talked about new mounts. Well, with training, I would change the mount growth ratio from Master 1 to Guru 1 and Guru 20 plus. These are the changes I would make from the ones that we have right now. So the longer you train, the higher level, the faster the mounts grow. These are the changes. If that's the XP ratio they will get. When you hit training Guru, you can then capture and train new mounts. Only training Guru. They would have to add new mounts and unique ways to acquire them. We already have in the game monsters that we hunt or we grind and we can kill, like lions, panthers, tigers, rhinos, bears, and more. I believe it would be cool to have a fully armored lion, tier 9, tier 8 lion, with its very own skills, of course, to ride and mount in Black Desert. These mounts could be sold, can be sold in the market after reaching certain level, but only training gurus can capture and train them. After you get a training master, you will be able to craft special red and purple mount equipment. We have right now Crocodalus in the game and can be sold in the market. I think they should update and add new gear. Instead of making Crocodalus gear worthless, they should add the option. I believe they must add the red and purple gear in which you need the Crocodalus or yellow mount equipment to craft the red equipment, and you need red equipment to craft the purple ones. Red gear can be sold in the marketplace, but purple gear, which is the highest one, cannot. And that would give trainers in Black Desert something new to do, a special buff for their training, speed especially, a little bit more money with the new mounts, and of course you need to be training Master Plus or above to craft the new equipment. Talking about now sailing. We have blue Karak gear, which mistakenly PA added to the marketplace. So now everyone can have blue Karak gear, which is kind of sad because Karak gear, it used to take quite some time to get it. And right now everyone can just buy it from the marketplace. I believe they should add yellow and red Karak gear, not sellable on the market. You would need special new materials, they should add new quests for sailing, new minigames, and PvE, PvP sailing should be a thing in the game, since we have such a big oceans and seas in the game, and there's not that much to do. And I believe they should have much more things to do. Events for sailing races, PvP in your boats. And well, I said about Sailing Master Plus 1, Sailing Master 1 or above to be able to craft the yellow gear, and Sailing Guru 1 or above to be able to craft the red gear. Once you reach Sailing Guru 20 or above, you get special Karak skills. I believe they should add content rewards, not only pay to win in the store, and they should not just give up free things for new players, just as catch-up mechanics. I think that they could easily give some free stuff in some form of PvE grinding to help them to help the new players or the mid-game players, to help them to grind in grind zones where they can make much more silver, but they just shouldn't be able to get everything for free every 5 or 6 months. I believe the new accessories are okay, but it's the same shit. Enhance them from base to deck using cronstones, and right now going from I don't know 17k 1700 mastery to 2400 mastery is not that much of a difference. AFK fish with a full set of duo manos, Death Manos clothes, and Death Manos fishing chair, and in Velia, and I get between 1.5 and 2.3 billions every 24 hours. I don't see a difference right now if I get higher fishing mastery or not. I believe they should add more PvE events that have ranks and reward systems. Moving forward, these are some miscellaneous changes I would make to the game. Alchemy Stones, one of the first things. I think they should have some sort of rework, some sort of safe enhancing after some triumphs that we have with the Ancient Anvil with gear. There are some iframe bugs with the Shy, for example, when you try to heal them or buff them, and if they are in an iframe, they just evade your buffs. Dekia Lantern level 2. Horrible idea. Just no. Delete right now, please. Remove resistances for PvP, keep them in PvE. Easy change, something that we've been asking for years. Treasure items should have their own inventory space or be in the family inventory. Right now they're just a waste of space. Some other changes. I believe we already have the separate life skill equipment UI, but it's not life skill gear. We have only the fishing rod, the knife, all of those things. Not exactly the life skill gear. That would be really good to have. Just a completely different life skill equipment UI, like we have with the hoe, the knife, and all the other things, but with the equipment. Great, and now one of the latest things I added to this document. This is the hardcore PvP server. These are the things that PA should do to make the PvP server way better. First things first. Open 24/7 for everyone. The thing is, only 2 hours to play on the PvP server means that you join the PvP server, there is nobody playing, you do your PvE dailies, you get some drops, you leave, and you cannot play for the rest of the day. Maybe if you want to play with one of your friends, maybe he already played 8 or 12 hours ago, and you can't play with him again until next day. Shit implementation. Just like I said at the beginning of this video, shit implementation. Make it 24/7. That's it. Just keep the cap on the total points that we can get each day, and that's it. It's supposed to be a hardcore, unadulterated PvP server, and it's not. It's time capped. What a bunch of idiots. The second one, all classes should be available from the start. Who the fuck thought about using only the OG 4 classes for this pre-season hardcore PvP server test. My god. Just so stupid. Like I said, good ideas, the worst implementation. The execution, it's horrible. This is Ubisoft level of execution. Okay, keep the reward points capped at 10k. I don't give a fuck. It's okay. Of course, you get drops, you get money, you get okay rewards, but they are not really good. I will talk about them in a couple of minutes. Then, this is what they should be focusing. If you are 1k PvP points above another player and you kill them, no punishment. You just get 0 points. That's it. You don't lose points. You just get +0. Now, if you die, you lose 10% of your points. And if you kill somebody else, if they are between 1 and 1,000 PvP points of you, you get 10% of the enemy player's killed points. And that's it. Simple. The map should include all of Valencia, in my opinion. Or more of Valencia. I don't know if everything, but more of Valencia. Add a couple of more safe zones to spawn in the desert, just to mix things up. The season lasts a whole month. PvP points decrease after not playing or PvEing, which is dealing or receiving damage from another player, for 3 days. After 3 days of not playing in the PvP server, this means you join the PvP server, you do a bunch of PvE stuff, but you do not fight another player, and after 3 days, you start losing points in the ranking. If you are above 1k points, you lose 50 each day. If you're above 1.5, 100. If you're above 2k, you lose 150. And if you are 3k, above 3k, you lose 200 points each day of not playing, of not PvPing, which is the point of the fucking server, to PvP. Free PvP. They should rework the PvP ladder, the ranking system. They should buff all of the rewards each season. They should keep only one daily PvE quest. Only one. This is a hardcore PvP server, not a hardcore PvE server, which is what most of the people are doing. They get in, they do the PvE dailies, and they cash out. And they get the rewards, and they do not play for the rest of the week. They should completely delete the RNG buffs from monsters. This is the human damage buffs. There should not be any RNG buffs. There should not be any buff from the monsters. Not even boss monsters. They should not exist in the PvP server. Gear should have 100 durability. Each time you die, durability is reduced by 1. Items do not break after death. Items do not break after death. That should be the basics of this PvP server. And right now we do not have that. We should all have 5 movement speed, 5 attack speed, and 5 casting speed each time we equip our weapons. Of course, we should not have any crystal, food, elixirs, add-ons, only class buffs and skill buffs. We should not get any extra bonus from our gear. No extra damage, monster damage, no extra human damage, nothing. All the damage done should be based on our class skills and our class damage. They should rework all the hardcore rewards for more suitable things. They should give more grunts, better fail stacks, more special titles, and include outfit boxes, accessories, pets, and more. And the last thing is the gear on the PvP server. The PvP server should have 5 gears, tier gears: green, blue, yellow, red, and purple. Green and blue, you can buy them from every NPC in the safe zone, which is okay. The green one is the basic one, you buy it all the time. The blue one is a little bit better, a little bit harder to get from grinding. So of course it's not cheap. It's not the cheapest like the green one, but it's a little bit pricey. Now, yellow, red, and purple can only be obtainable from drops, from grinding bosses, special mobs with very low drop rates. Red and purple, extremely rare, and we should get a gear score based of what we have and what we know right now. I don't know why they went for APs and DP numbers like we have right now, like 640 AP, 700 DP, 1400 gear score when you are on the PvP server. It kind of messes up what we already know about the game, and we don't know what those numbers actually mean, mathematically speaking. So I believe we should have a total gear score based on what we know right now. And I put up some examples. This is not completely what they should do, but it's examples of what PA should have done with the game. And of course, the gearing options. Since it's a free, open, PvP, hardcore server, you should be able to customize your PvP experience. This means accessories, armor, and equipment should let you build your own playstyle. This means accessories should be AP accessories, DP accessories, evasion, accuracy, or hybrid ones to build your own playstyles. And armors should be with accuracy or evasion. We should have the full combo, the full package in the hardcore PvP server. And right now, we are not even 10-20% close to what we should have, of what we believed we would have by now. I really hope for the start of the season 1, which is, I don't know, maybe in 2 months, they really do change the things that we want and they listen to us. Listen to us. Nice joke. Listen to us. PA listening to the community. They have not done anything like that since 2015, I believe. Listening to the community. LOL. But these are the changes I would make to the hardcore PvP server. You know, the funniest thing about this is this took me like 35 to 40 minutes to complete this list of changes. And I made this 3 days after the PvP server went live. In 3 days. In 3 days, we already knew what was wrong with the server, what changes are needed, and what us as players want. I've said it a lot, and I believe that in the PA offices, I don't think that there is a single employee that plays the game right now. I still believe that. I don't know if the developers are playing the game or the higher-ups. Of course, the higher-ups are the ones that are changing everything they might propose to them to make the game better. But these are the things that we should have in the PvP server. These are not the best changes or the greatest, but these, what you are seeing right now, are the base of the basics of what a hardcore PvP server should be, in my opinion, of course. And the last changes I would make to the game, these are changes I would have made before releasing Karasat accessories, and it's about Devorekas and Karasats. I believe that only Tet Devorekas and Pen Devorekas should have transformed into Karasats, base Karasats, and pre-Karasats, and you could only enhance them up to Pen. And each level, it would give you between 3 or 4 AP per enhancement when talking about the necklace or the belt, earrings, and the rest of them, and have a really, really low enhancement rate. Talking about fail stacks between 300 and 400, as you can see on the screen. These are the changes I would make to their stats. What are the conversion rates? Tet de Boreka to base Karasad, Pen de Boreka to pry Karasad, and of course make all of our gear into maximum enhancement as Pen and not Deck. But well, PA is greedy as fuck right now. And this would be the shed spread that I would use for accessories, especially these ones, the total AP at Pen for the Karasats. These are the enhancement rates, taking into consideration a 300 or 400 fail stack. These are very low, but considering that Karasat is the latest thing we have, and we might not get another tier of accessories above purple tier or Karasat tier right now, or maybe for the next couple of years. It will depend on how good Crimson Desert performs, in my opinion. If it performs great and PA makes lots of money, they will try to invest into maybe Black Desert 2, Black Desert Online 2, with the new improved graphic engine that they are using for Crimson Desert, which I hope they use to improve Black Desert Online. And this is the same, but for our Sovereign weapons. This is a plus 4 AP per level, and the same enhancement rates as Karasat. And we would get 20 AP. You get your base Sov, and if it hits Tet or Pen, you get between 16 to 20 extra AP. It would be more meaningful, each enhancement you get, from what we have right now, which is +1, +1, +2, +1, +1, which is boring, and it kind of takes away the excitement that we used to experience when we had our accessories go from Try to Tet or Tet to Pen, and instead of having to get it from Pen to Oct, only to get 3 AP and spend lots and lots of crowns. That's it. That's all the changes I have in mind. Here are more changes that are kind of my very own opinion about hammers, the hammers they use here, some things about personal changes I would have made for accessories to organize the game, but includes yellow tier accessories too, and the Borekas. I believe they should have released more the Borekas, TP, AP, hybrid the Borekas, and then they should have released the Karasats, but well, it didn't happen, so it's kind of useless, these changes. You can read them if you want it. But that's all the changes I have in mind right now. It took me maybe less than a week. I believe, well, it's not less than a week. It took me like 3 to 4 hours to write most of the things and keep it updated like quite easily. I work from 9 to 5. I train during the week, so I do not have that much free time to keep updated in every single aspect of the game, but I really watch lots of streamers and YouTubers talk about the game. I play the game every time I can with friends and many other people, and this is everything that I have found interesting from my point of view about the game and what they should do, what they should not do, what they did wrong already. And of course, I think I missed the PvP changes. PvP changes are quite easy. They should revert many things that they did last year, especially Node Wars. And they should completely rework some of the rewards they have right now. We should have capped and uncapped in every single mode, PvP mode we have right now. Best of guilds, best of class, PvP, War of the Roses, AOS, RBF, and many other new modes with special ranks and special rewards. Here I have some of the rewards that they should have. Top 10 with 365 days title, first, second, and third. Special orange, red, purple title, yellow title for the top 10, and other titles for the rest of them. Daily rewards, weekly rewards, monthly rankings, and many other things. And a couple of links about people talking about PvP changes and what we should do. And that's it. That's everything I have to say about the game right now. I'm sorry if my English is not that good. I did study English here in my country, but I do not speak it a lot. I have no problems listening or reading it, but I hope it didn't confuse you that much, or my pronunciation made it confusing to you. And these are just changes I think BDO would benefit from. You can agree with me, you cannot agree with me if you want, but we can all agree that BDO needs changes in PvE, in PvP, in progression, in the monetization system if it's a problem for PA, since they are not making that much money, and changes about the game itself. I hope you like this video. I will also be uploading a video similar to this about what they should change in League of Legends to make it a little bit more interesting, which is far shorter than this one. But well, you know, Black Desert Online has many problems, and it's a game we all love very much. I believe it's the greatest, it has the greatest active combat in all of the MMOs, and I've come from many other MMOs back to Black Desert. I've been playing for quite some time, maybe I believe since 2015. I stopped playing right before they made the changes to PA, so I had to start over last year, and I am already 720 year score, and I almost have done everything in the game I can, except the new 340, 350 AP grind zones. But I've done most of the other things. I'm not an expert in a game, but I can easily realize what things should be changed and what things they have made wrong in the game. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time.